What's going on, guys? Brock with Bassin227 back here again with another video for you today. I'm pumped up for this one. So we just finished our Building the Ultimate Tackle Bag series. I was super pumped for that series, man. It's got me pumped up. It's got me ready to go. We got warm weather. Man, pumped. All right. We're going to continue on from that Building the Ultimate Tackle Bag series. And we're going to move into kind of flowing with that kind of beginner fishing setup. Today we're going to be talking about the only three rods, that you're going to need when you go fishing. Now, do I have more than three rods? You bet, 100%. 100% I do. Always will. I still need to get more. But do I need them? No, I don't. How I fish and what I try to do, I try to make my rod solely one technique specific rod. But when you're thinking about being a beginner fisherman, okay, you're new to fishing, or let's say you've been fishing for a while and all you do is fish the ponds, you want to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? You want to be able to be efficient, more or less, in how you're going to be getting on the water and fishing. And a lot of times, you know, you've got your tackle bag, right? It's a lot when you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rods that you're carrying around at a pond. And it's a lot of setting everything down, repicking, you know, all those up, making sure nothing's getting tangled up. And it just causes way more of a headache when really you need to be spending more time fishing. So in this video, I'm going to talk about, from my preference, the only three rods you're going to need. Got them sitting right there. The only three rods you're going to need to get you out fishing on the water. But first, got a package in the mail the other day. Man, I'm excited for this one. Those who've following my channel and what I got going on know I love missile baits. Love missile baits. D-Bomb, my ultimate favorite flipping bait. Well, they just started a limited time run of the D-Bomb, the baby D-Bomb, in pearl white. Man, are those things bad to the bone. Let me just show you. Ready? Let me show you. Look at that. Pearl white. Them pearlies, baby. Pearlies. I really hope that they make this a full-time color. Love this color. Especially, man, when you're getting ready, them bass start getting up on the beds. Look at that. Man, that thing looks nice. And them bass start getting up on them beds. Texas rig that sucker. They're going to tear it up. I'm telling you, they're going to tear it up. I'll leave a link in the description below to Missile Bait's website. Get in there and try to get some. They're limited run. I don't know how much they got left of each. Like I said, they only did it in the D-Bomb and the baby D-Bomb. So try to get it while you can, because these things, from what I've been hearing, going like hotcakes. So got that out of the way. Let's dive into the rods, okay? So the first rod that I'm going to talk about is going to be more of a finesse application. So we're going to focus on the spinning rod. Now, for me, I like a 7-foot medium power, fast action spinning rod. I feel like if you're looking at multi-purpose, kind of do it all, you're going to get that out of that rod, okay? So it's what I've got here. For me personally, it's just the Denali N3 series. 7-foot medium, fast action, Daiwa Tatula spinning reel on there. So with this setup right here for me covers every single finesse application that I can think of. I can throw drop shots, I can throw shaky heads, Nico rigs, Ned baits, I can throw really light Texas rig worms. I can throw weightless worms, wacky rig. If I didn't say that, wacky rig. Just about any finesse application can be covered by a 7-foot medium powered fast action rod. And if you focus on that, like I said, this is just one rod that covers it all for finesse applications. So when you think about being efficient, when you're a pond angler, getting the most out of your, what you've got, this one setup, covers how many techniques? I mean, it's able to cover everything. So for me, this was a no-brainer to include in my number one, or my top three, okay? So the next setup that we're going to talk about, and I actually got this one rigged up. My son and I went out fishing yesterday. Didn't catch anything, but it was nice to still get out. It's going to be some sort of cranking rod. So for me, got a Denali Covert LT. This is going to be a 6'10" medium power, moderate action rod. Got a 6.3 dial Tatula on there. Got that freaking sweet looking Yozuri square bill. But for me, cranking, anything shallow cranking, this is what I'm gonna get. Now, most of the ponds, the square bills are generally about the max that I'm gonna be able to get. But with this rod, I mean, you could throw a popper on here. It's a moderate action. Top water, you want a little bit stiffer of an action, in my opinion. But I mean, you could get away with throwing some top water on here. But with this, honestly, you could throw, when you think about pond fishing, you can throw a square bill. I mean, really, you could throw a light lipless crankbait on this. For most of my lipless crankbait fishing, I do prefer a stiffer rod. But, crankbaits, one rod can fish a bunch of different ones. So I would always say to include a crankbait rod, because most of the ponds you're going to be fishing, you're going to be able to throw a square bill or some sort of shallow diving crankbait. So it's always good to keep one with you, because that's one of the, that's a really popular technique that is going to get you to catch fish. So the last one that I want to talk about, and this is going to be basically the do-it-all. Okay, this is going to be probably second to the spinning setup. This is going to be your main do-it-all. And typically what this is going to be a rod that's somewhere between 7 foot and 7'2". It's going to be a medium heavy power fast action rod. Now with that, you can throw anything from jigs, flipping jigs, football jigs, swim jigs. I mean, you could throw chatterbaits on this. You could throw, light Texas rig baits. I mean, you can do light flipping with this. You can throw spinner baits on here. You could throw buzz baits on here. You could throw frogs on here. Because when you think about pond fishing, most of the time when you're pond fishing, you're really not needing to use the really big baits. So something that's going to be a medium heavy power fast action rod, again, I would suggest somewhere between the 7 foot and 7'2" range. For me, that's a Denali Covert LT in the 7'2", medium heavy, and this is their worm and jig rod. Daiwa Tatula 100, 7-1-1. This is my all-time favorite setup, hands down, just because you can do so much with it, and I think that's what I like most about it. Now, typically for me, most of the time this rod just only sees jigs, because I'm going to be getting a rod that is designed for spinner baits, and I want to see how that's going to work compared to using something like this. But when you think about the versatility, we looked at the spinning rod and the wide range of applications that it can be used for. That's going to be the same with this. You're going to be able to really throw just about anything on it, and it's perfect, right? So, if for me, those are going to be the three best rods for when you're going, especially if you're going to go and just tackle pond fishing. Um, you know, most anglers don't obviously have an unlimited budget. And when you think about rods and reels, especially when you get into a little bit better quality, you're going to be spending a little bit more money. So a lot of times for, the average person that, or even the young person that's fishing that isn't going to have a lot of extra money that they can just spend, keeping a 3-rod system is going to be the best way to stay, cost effective, be able to cover your multiple applications. And it's the easiest way to go about it, because at the end of the day, even if I'm on a boat, I can stick with these 3 rods, because honestly, that 610 medium crankbait rod, I could throw some, mid-diving crankbaits on that and still be fine. So, if you've got a budget, or, you're trying to limit what you're taking on the water, pick your 3 rods that you're going to be able to have multiple applications that can be used from them, because that's how you're going to be more efficient. That's how you're going to be most effective when you're out on the water. And I don't like carrying freaking 10, 20 different rods when I'm out on the water. I typically, when I go, I carry about 6, which is still probably a little bit too much. But for me, especially as I'm going to be making more content, I'm going to want to keep that with me just in case, one bite's not working. I can kind of move to the next and whatnot. But that's going to be your 3 basic setup. That's all you need. You need some sort of cranking rod. You need a spinning rod, and you're going to need basically the most versatile rod that you can get in a medium heavy fast action, whether it be a 7-foot to 7'2". Just about anybody that you're going to see is going to tell you that's one of the most versatile rods that can be used. So, before you're getting ready to buy your next rod, or as you're setting up your pond tackle bag after watching my series, and you're trying to think, okay, how do I want to select the rods for this? Keep those 3 types of rods in mind, and it'll help make your decision and help you be more efficient in matching your rods to the types of baits that you have in your tackle bag. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Guys, 3. Only 3. That's all you need. Really, that's all you need. Like I said, do I have more? You bet. Am I going to continue to have more? Yeah, definitely. But those 3, they're going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, make sure to hit me the thumbs up, man. It helps me jump into the YouTube algorithm to help get my videos out there. Trying to make things fun, exciting. Weather's starting to warm up, so we're going to start getting some videos outside. I'm going to likely shoot a fishing video this weekend. It's going to be in the mid-60s on Sunday, so going to get out there and get that done. Hopefully we get some fish catches on there for you guys and talk some good stuff. So like I said, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, man. I'm just trying to get myself out there. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for anything else. I love making this content. It's fun. It's a good way for me to kind of just relax and de-stress from everything that I've got going on with work. So you'd be doing me a huge favor to hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Love to have you as a part of the family so we can keep this thing rocking and rolling. All right, guys. Till next time. Peace.